Hey guys, what's going on? This is Awais back with another video on the channel, and today is a story time, and this is the first time I'm making this kind of video on my channel. A lot of people have asked me to share my story of becoming a software developer. I'm going to share with you guys my story of becoming a software developer and how I did it, and a little bit of introduction about myself and about my story, because I have been an international student in Australia and I came to Australia about 9 years ago. So the struggles I've been through and all those hurdles of becoming a software developer, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys, and I hope that you take the positivity from this video. So my message would be that never give up in your life. Try hard, try your best to get where you want to get. So yeah. Okay, so first of all, a little bit of introduction about myself. So I was always been a geek, always loved computers, always played games, and always thought one day I will be making these games and I'll be making these websites. So yeah, when I finished my year 12, I applied for the student visa in Australia, and luckily I got the visa. Actually, first time I got refused for some reason. I don't want to go into details, but yeah, I got my visa refused once, and then second time I got that. And after that, once I got the visa, I came to Australia, and my course was computer science. And I was very happy, and I wanted to become a software developer, so I was studying what I wanted to study. So I came to Australia, plus I was really excited. So when I got to Australia, in early days I realized that I have to do a lot of work. It's very hard to be an international student in Australia, because you have to afford the cost of your living, you have to survive, plus you have to make money to pay your uni fee, which is quite expensive for international students in Australia, because I had to do everything by myself. I did not have any support. Yeah, I did in the start, but after that I had to support myself. So what I did was I realized that I am not able to afford this uni, and then after that I actually changed the uni and plus the course as well. So I skipped the computer science dream, and I took admission in different university. Not a university, I would say, it was just a college, a cheap college, which I could just stay here and work and try to get the permanent residency later on after finishing that course. So I took admission in automotive, which basically teaches you how to fix the cars. And once I got admission, I actually got really depressed. I couldn't go to that college, and also I was basically passing a time being depressed, and I couldn't really go to the college and study what I didn't really want to study. So the time passed. It was in about a year that I realized, man, I cannot do it. So I just decided to work hard. The jobs I was doing was really odd. I was working McDonald's, washing dishes, making burgers, cleaning up people's mess, and yeah, you have to do this kind of stuff. And and after that I actually skipped that course as well. And during that time it's very hard to change the universities, because your visa restrictions and all that stuff. So I was able to actually change that and get an admission in another college, which was about not a university, but just a small college where I could do IT stuff. So I got admission in diploma in IT, and luckily I was able to finish that. But that diploma was just passing your time. They would not really teach you how to program or actual computer science studies. It was just passing your time so I could get into computer science degree later on. And so luckily I finished that diploma, and after that I found a university outside of Melbourne where I could continue my computer science degree. So once I got admission there, I just could not do it again, because the uni fee is about 30K in a year, and you cannot make that much money if you don't work. So I was working like 5-7 days pretty much, and then you have to go uni, you're doing 2 jobs plus no sleep at all, then study load and all that stuff. It's you can't really study when you work 7 days a week to make up the fee. So yeah, I spent 6 months, and here and there I had my visa issues as well, so I could not really do it. And yeah, again I was back with some creepy course which I really hated, and I didn't want to do it. So I spent some time there, and also I was working like odd jobs in a petrol station plus in one of the hotel. And after all of these struggles, just working hard to make up the fee, I actually got really depressed, and I was getting older, plus I was not studying, I wasn't there where I wanted to be. I always loved the computers. So after some time, about 4 years or 5 years, I struggled working 7 days, doing odd jobs, and didn't really get any degree. So I decided myself to, I am going to learn programming, and I'm going to learn online from different resources, studying books, and yeah, because I had a concept of becoming a software developer or software engineer by going to the university, and then you will be able to get the job as a software engineer. Yeah, so I had that concept because everyone goes to university, and that's what employer wants, right? But I was totally wrong. I actually quit all my jobs, got really depressed, and sit home, and just 6 months I didn't do anything, and just going online, doing JavaScript, started learning Java, making some small projects, put my code on GitHub. And during that time, what I was learning, I actually decided to make YouTube tutorials. And yeah, it was kind of like I could make my portfolio, so later on, if I will be able to apply the job, then I could show this to the employer that I've done this. So I was quite lucky, and it was a good decision to start a YouTube while learning programming and teaching other people as well whatever I was learning. I was learning hard way. I was learning, reading books, and basically going through all of those lengthy big books which took a lot of time. Yes, so that was kind of like, and during that time I actually took admission again in one of the big university to learn computer programming, basically software engineering. And after that I actually was going to go to uni, and I realized that I have learned a bit of programming, so why not I apply a job. So I applied a job, and it was like 3rd job I applied, and after 10 minutes I applied a job, luckily I got a call from the recruiter and saying to me, hey, what is your problem? Like, why did you apply for a software developer role? What is your experience? In your resume it doesn't say you have worked for any company. And I actually mentioned the YouTube in my resume, but it's like a small line, it doesn't really say. So I actually told her that, okay, I don't have any experience, but I do have something to show you. So I sent her some links of my YouTube videos and some of my GitHub account, the repository I uploaded on the GitHub. And luckily she asked me for an interview, and yeah, the next day I went for an interview, and that was a bit of story. After that I got a job just because showing my YouTube channel, and it was quite lucky for me. So that was my story for becoming, and yeah, I am actually doing my computer science degree right now. So yeah, it was quite a struggle for a long time, but luckily I did study by myself. So any of you want to become a software developer and still thinking that, oh, you have to go to university, I think you are just wasting your time. You should go up there and then just watch YouTube, or maybe go buy some courses online or buy some books, and you will be able to get a job. I'm pretty sure about that. That's about it for this video, guys, and yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back with the programming tutorial in the next video.